We're watching storms and lightning, lots of it out there with a severe storm up over the mountains, and you see the very active pattern that's developing to the north and west. So zooming in for a closer look, we've got a severe thunderstorm that is set up right now for folks up in Patrick County and parts of Carroll County. You can see here this northeasterly trend as we get you east of Galax now. It is just blowing up, and so some thunderstorms to the south over Sparta, just general thunderstorms. Even typical thunderstorm winds today, though, 30 to 40 miles an hour, could take down some trees, especially as we move east where you have these flood watches. And this is because we have such unstable soil right now. It's very moist in most areas that have just tried to recover from Chantal's rain, and so we've got too much on the ground there. This severe thunderstorm warning, though, is going to continue for folks there as we go up into areas of Patrick County. We're watching the storm grow now, 45,000, maybe 50,000 feet in terms of the reflectivity returns here, and you can see the structure of this thunderstorm. Lots of very strong updrafts. It is also producing likely strong downdrafts in the form of some straight line winds. So we're watching for that threat. Also looking at Crooked Oak, Fancy Gap, Cana, and Crooked Oak impacted by the storm before 1 o'clock. We've got 104 for Fancy Gap and about a 111 for Cana. Crooked Oak about 124. So looking at that storm just slowly filling into the north and east, it's moving at about 15 miles an hour. Now today we expect to see some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms really getting going late afternoon and into our early evening, just around the evening commute or dinner hour for some. So what we're looking at is 1 to 3 inches, if not more, through the day on Thursday. And when we're talking about our severe weather risk, I really want to highlight the folks in the eastern Triad who have already seen the rain, but I also want you to be prepared in the mountains and foothills. We're all under a risk of severe weather today. So we could have some falling trees, and this is a big deal if you're out driving in these thunderstorms. That could fall on your vehicles. And you might also have some roads become impassable from some flash flooding risks, especially east, if not have to seek higher ground. So I want you to know where to go in those instances and be ready. We've got upper 80s out there for you, foothills through the mountains, scattered thunderstorms. We've got temperatures in the 80s and good rain chances that continue to build from west to east for late afternoon, early evening. Here's your weather impact today. We're talking about the heavy rain threat as the biggest concern that could cause the flash flooding. Then the damaging winds could take down some of those smaller trees. And it doesn't even have to be a damaging wind threat. Typical thunderstorm winds, some 30, 40 miles an hour, might knock over some of these smaller trees and do some damage to our power lines, so it could cause some sporadic outages. So the question I want you to really figure out right now is, do you have your digital devices charged? Do you have a way to get some of these weather alerts? And do you have a plan in place, whether you're at work or at home? And if your kids are at home, do they know what to do in the event that severe weather develops? The biggest thing is staying off the roads if you can. And then if you have a second story feature in your house, if you know that you're in a low-lying area that would typically flood, for instance, along the Haw River, or some of those streams and creeks, even in the neighborhoods, can rush up very quickly. Now, that's one of the reasons we hope to keep some of those storm drains clear, as we talk about those being a network to keep some of the water moving around the cities and away from those downtown streets that help to keep the flash flooding from being too bad. But we've got temperatures today in the upper 80s already. We're seeing those shower and storm chances continue to build between the evening commute 4 to 5 o'clock. And here come the rains for folks in Alamance and Orange counties. And of course, we're really thinking about folks there where they have seen the most significant flooding of anywhere from 5 to 10 inches, if not more, within the last 5 days. So really be focused today on letting your kids know what to do in the event of severe weather. And if they're out on the golf course today or the tennis courts, even at the pools, they want to make sure they're paying attention and watching radar. I know a lot of the kids on their phones too have those weather apps. So we are on WXI12.com able to keep you alert too and keep you updated with those severe thunderstorms. By Thursday, we have another round. Right now, the focus is today. The slight risk is a level 2 risk, but we're talking about a level 3 risk when it comes to excessive rainfall. So this is a big deal for parts of Martinsville through Graham. Asheboro includes Liberty and down through Pittsboro. So please be aware and make sure you have those ways to get that severe weather. Today we're steamy in the mid and upper 80s, and then the straight line wind concerns on top of the rain. Be ready for some winds to take down trees. So we've got temperatures right now feeling like 102 in High Point, 95 in Winston-Salem, even though you're reading at about 84 in Greensboro and 88 in King. Still a moderate risk of that heat, especially for folks who are working outside today. 85 on your Thursday. It's another impact day. We'll keep you posted on all of the rain and any potential flooding that may develop this afternoon.